Okay, so here are some squishies from the Dollar Tree. And the last squishy is this cake. This cake could have been cute, but it's not really. I'm not a fan of the yellow. I'm not a fan of the toppings. I mean, what is this supposed to be? There's this purple stuff and yellow. I don't know. It's just kind of odd. But they do smell good, which I was surprised because they come from the Dollar Tree. I also went to Five and Below and I picked this out. This is Make Your Own Squish Me. And so you have a cat, a hamster, and a dog. They had other sets. I believe they had ocean animals and food, but this is the one that I thought I would enjoy the most. Okay, so when you open it, this is what it looks like. I have already opened mine. So here's the dog, the cat, and the hamster. Of course, you get the paint, the brush, and 2 puff paints. And it gives you this handy dandy little cheat sheet of how to mix colors. So these don't feel very squishy compared to these others. And for the box, Make Your Own Squish Me, I spent $5 on it. And for one of these squishies, of course, it's only $1. So this one definitely feels nicer to squish. So these are also called velvet. So they feel very, almost like felt or some kind of like clothy material almost. I think he's my favorite one to squish. He's not quite as hard. So here they are all together. The ones from the Dollar Tree are definitely my favorite, and I think they are actually worth the price. I'm just not a big fan of these. And they did have a box, like I said, of ocean animals that I was actually thinking about buying, and I'm not so sure anymore. So I'm going to combine the squishies I got from the Dollar Tree and the squishies that I got from Five and Below to create new creations. So I'm going to start with the cake and the puppy. Okay, so here's Sprinkles. I need to cut this off. This one may be a lot harder to cut than the other one is. Okay, so I finished cutting off the topping. It was actually really challenging. I used the scissors to cut and then I used my fingers to rip it off. I tried to get it as smooth as I could, but that is the best I could do. So now I just need to glue the little doggy on. Here's Sprinkles. He is now finished. I love his eyebrows, which are made of sprinkles. On my original picture, I did have colors that went around the cake, and I decided not to add those. And on the picture, I did use a light brown. My Walmart does not have light brown that it sells by itself. And they have a package, but it's dark brown. So I went ahead and just bought the gold paint, and I think it looks fine. So he is leaning a little bit, but I think he's fine. I mean, he's part of the icing, and so I feel like him leaning is not that big of a deal. I still think he's cute. So I am happy with the way he turned out. I think he looks much better than the original. Well, the cake looks better. He wasn't painted at all. Remember, he's from the Make Your Own Squish Me, so he was white. But I like the cake a lot better. I did not like that yellow on it, and so I think the cake is much prettier. And for this little guy, I'm going to turn him into Midnight Meow. So he's going to be a nighttime kitty. When I designed Midnight Meow, he has this shooting star unibrow. And so I want to definitely put that on this kitty. He has a little moon on his tail. He's just kind of a different kind of cat, and I kind of like him for it. So here's Midnight Meow. I just love his unibrow. And so how I made him is I used black slick paint all over him. I let that dry, and then I took my finger and spread this silver glitter all over him to make it look like there are stars. And then I used white slick paint for his shooting star, eyes, nose, and mouth. So here are both of the squishies that I finished. Midnight Meow and Sprinkle side by side. I think that they look pretty close to their original sketches, and so I think they both turned out really cute.